Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas alongside Mickey Gall, who meets Mike Jackson this Saturday on the Fight Pass Prelim with a chance to fight CM Punk in the future on the line. How about this? What a story this is, Mickey.
Yeah.
First off, nice to meet you in person finally.
Nice to meet you.
Second of all, have you had a chance to look around here? You're here in Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world. Former champion Johnny Hendricks over there.
Yeah.
Contender Joseph Benavidez right next to you. Have you had a chance to say, like, how the heck did I get here?
It's surreal, man. It's surreal. Yeah, I didn't expect to be here as a 1-0 fighter. I expected to be here one day for sure. But now that I'm here, I'm gonna excel here. I'm gonna make myself a star here. This is my goal, is my dream. I want to be a champion.
Do you recall the first time you heard that CM Punk was coming to the UFC? And if so, what was your immediate reaction?
I understood the move. I was like, yeah, he's a big star. I wasn't like a big wrestling. I was a big wrestling fan when I was little, not when CM Punk was there. But I was aware of him, and I was like, all right, I see what they're doing. They're gonna bring it like kind of like a Lesnar, except I know CM Punk's not the caliber, athlete Lesnar is. But I understood the move. It worked really well with Lesnar. Why not bring this other wrestling guy over?
So when they announced this, a lot of UFC fighters were campaigning for this fight. Even people outside of the UFC, the Power Range, everyone was asking for this fight, right? Did you think, okay, how do I get myself in this position? Because literally, you have a lottery ticket in your back pocket, and you somehow stumbled your way into it.
Yeah.
But a ton of people were asking for this.
Sure.
How did you position yourself?
When I found out Dana White was going to be filming his show, it was going to be at my fight, November 21st for Dead Serious. I was like, immediately when I got off the phone with Frankie, I was like, oh, I'm calling out CM Punk. I never asked to fight CM Punk, anything before that. But once I saw Dana was going to be there and I knew he's a UFC fighter, this is my way to get into the UFC. He's going to be my, CM Punk could be my stepping stone. I get in there at 1-0. He's 0-0. That's a like record. Yeah. So that could happen. I was, immediately when I got off the phone, it was so obvious to me. I was like, that's what I'm gonna do when I win.
Have you asked yourself, because even now you Google your name, tons of articles about you, you're a personality. But here's the interesting thing: have you asked yourself, like, why me? How did I get this lucky? How did I get this lottery ticket? Are you the kind of guy who asks yourself that?
No, I know why I did, because I was on their show and I said the right thing. I asked for the right guy. I'd be crazy to say I deserve this or anyone deserves it more than anyone. There's a million other 1-0 fighters, but anyone who knows me, who trains with me, knows I was going to be here at one point, and if this is the way to get in, this is the way to get in.
It looked like for a minute that you were going to get him right off the bat, but then they come up with this idea where you have to fight this guy named Mike Jackson, who's 0-0, who's not really an active MMA fighter, who's really more of a media member than a fighter, and if you beat him, you get the shot. If he beats you, it doesn't sound like he gets the shot. What did you think of the whole plan when it was presented to you?
I was happy with it. People were like, oh, like thought I should be upset about that. Like, I love it. I'm in Vegas right now. It's my first time in Las Vegas. I get to beat this dude up on to win my chance, to earn my chance. I get to show what I can do. Show that they saw a little bit of me in the Dana White looking for a fight, but now I get to show what I can do. I get to show off in the UFC. It's a dream come true. I love it. I love that I'm fighting Michael Jackson.
How much do you know about him? Like, have you been able to get a lot of footage on him?
Yeah. I've seen him. Me and my buddy John Romero have been breaking him down a lot. I see what he's got. I'm not impressed. I think I beat him anywhere. I hit him hard. He's gonna go to sleep. If he stays awake, then I'll put him to sleep on the ground.
Are you the kind of guy that gets nervous? I mean, when you're in there and Bruce Buffer says your name, Punk is going to be there in attendance, Dana's there. A lot of people are watching you, and I think a lot of people are maybe, I hate to say it, kind of rooting for you to fail because they don't like this whole thing. A 1-0 guy in the UFC. You know what I mean? That's how people are these days.
I get it.
How will you react in the hours leading up to the fight?
I get nervous as heck before fights.
Okay.
I train 2 times a day most days, and for hours, and I get 15 minutes to show what I can do. So I'm nervous. I always want to show off. I always feel the pressure. But no matter where I am, it's a fight. It's a fight, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing since I'm 16. So I'm ready to fight.
No secret, you train with the Miller brothers. They've been here before. Have they told you anything? They give you any advice before you left Jersey to come here about just dealing with the moment?
Yeah, Jim's always saying, just go, just fight, do what you do, just do what you do. Go in there and just fight. And I've been lucky to have those guys as like friends and mentors and training partners for years. Guys I looked up to. Jim and Dan are great. I'm really lucky to have them.
What do you say to those critics who say that a 1-0 guy shouldn't be fighting an 0-0 guy on a UFC undercard?
I hear where they're coming from, man. I get it. It's but I think right now I do see where they're coming from, but I plan to show that I'm not just a 1-0 guy. I'm not the same caliber as Michael Jackson. I'm a better fighter. I'm a real fighter. Whether I was here now, I'd be fighting in Jersey this month, trying to get here. I got here a little early, but I'm ready. I'm gonna excel here.
And I think it's important to note you have a resume. You are a blue belt or purple belt?
I'm a brown belt.
Brown belt,
Yes.
and you've won some Naga tournaments, right?
Yeah.
List the resume for the people, for the haters.
I've done a bunch of Nagas. I've won the advanced Nagas. I was 3-0 amateur MMA, 1-0 professional, and I'm a fighter. I'm a real
bashful
fighter, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the mission here, right? To prove to people that you're not just some schlub off the street, right?
Yeah. I don't care if they think I'm a schlub off the street. I'm happy. I'm getting a fight in the UFC. Watch me on UFC Fight Pass and watch. Then tell me I'm a schlub after you watch me fight.
And is this a one-fight contract that you signed with the UFC or a multi-fight deal? Like, let's say something goes horribly wrong on Saturday.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not going horribly wrong.
You're in the UFC for good.
Yeah, I can't say that, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm in the UFC for good. I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna win.
What will you say to CM Punk afterwards? Will you say anything to him on the mic?
I don't know. I'm still kind of.
You're thinking about that?
Yeah, I'm focusing all on Michael Jackson.
Right.
But I'm gonna have to have something for him after.
Well, that's how you got here, by saying something on the mic.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll keep that going. I'll have something to say.
What's the official prediction?
Official prediction. I don't like to lock myself in. If he stays awake, I'm gonna hit him hard in the head and chin and face and eyes and everything. And if he stays awake there, then I'll break something off or choke him.
All right. Well, I look forward to it. For the record, I love it. I think it's a lot of fun.
I know.
And I'm excited to.
I screenshotted when you tweeted at me. I screenshotted it. I was like, yo, check it out, Ariel. Yeah. So I appreciate it, man. Big fan.
I wish you the best of luck, and really looking forward to watching you fight on Saturday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Ariel.